Hey guys, what's up? Yeah, it's me, Intent Talkthroughs here again, and today I have a different video for you. So today I'm gonna be talking about, stuff like how to build a good Pokemon team. So, first of all, I'm gonna get straight into it. Here is a list of types and what's like the effect of the types. The 0, where my mouse is right there, that's no effect. Like, there's no effect at all. The red 1/2 is not very effect. All this white, like around where I am, is just a normal percent effect, and the green 2 is super effective. So for a start, you have 6 Pokemon on your team in your party, and you're gonna want some really decent Pokemon to defeat gyms, the Elite Four, etc., etc. So let's get right into this. You have the option of a fire, water, or grass type starter Pokemon. So a fire is not very effective. He has 1, 2, 3, 4. Water and not very effective. Has 3, and grass not very effective. Has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So grass basically loses there, and water is the best there. Okay, and the super effective, fire has 1, 2, 3, water has 1, 2, 3, grass has 1, 2, 3. Yep. So they're all the same there, and then normal doesn't overly matter, to be honest. So anyway, overall the water probably wins, and then fire, then grass. So let's say you get the water starter. Okay. So now you're probably gonna want another. There's types like psychic, dragon, dark, steel, ghost, all those kind of types. They're kind of backup types. You want your main types at the start. Like, another type you're definitely gonna want is flying, because flying will wipe out grass type moves. Flying will wipe out fighting type moves. Flying will wipe out bug type moves. They're a real good move that comes in, and also you generally need a flying Pokemon. So, water, flying are some good options, but you can really pick any of the 3 starters. I can't tell you what to pick. Another type you're going to want is either a psychic or a dragon. They're just really good types, but not very effective. See, dragon only has 1 not very effective, psychic has 2 not very effective, but psychic Pokemon are always really strong as well. Let's think about this. Let's think about Kadabra, really strong. Mr. Mime, really strong. Pokemon like that, they got quite low defenses, but really high attacks. So you're gonna probably want, I would suggest a psychic, and then you get another kind of defensive Pokemon. Okay, now let's go into gym badges. About let's say a lot of the gym badges are weak to something like electric type moves. There's water, there's flying. See, electric beats, yes, water and flying. That is all. So electric is good, but it's not very good. Whereas something is like ice will beat the same as electric. Yeah, except for water, of course. But it beats grounds and flying, which can come in real handy. So you're gonna want to pick out another little optional, type there. So anyway, let's kind of go through this from the start. So you're gonna have fire, water, grass. Let's just say you get fire, and then you're gonna want another water type, and then probably another grass type. So you want to try pick up on all 3 of these starters. So there's 3. Then you're gonna want a dragon or a psychic. They're really, really good type. And then so let's say you get both. That's 5, and you're really gonna definitely want a flying. That's 6. Let's say you only get 1 dragon or psychic. Fighting is good. Let's just go from this here. The types that you don't want, in my opinion, are steel, dark, ghost, rock, bug, poison. Any other type is fine. They just don't have enough effectual damage they can put on to other Pokemon, whereas all the other types do. Okay, now I'm going into my main point, and I know what I just said there was hard to explain, guys, but this is the mainest point I could say. Okay, so let's just go to here. Would you want every single one of your Pokemon, most of them at least, you want them to be more than one type. As you can see there. Oh, by the way, I'm not fully complete. I've got seven badges, as you can see around the bottom there. But anyway, now let's go on to the Pokemon. Okay, as you can see, my Altaria is Dragon and Flying. That's giving me Dragon and Flying. Two types that I said were good. My Whiscash was Water and Ground. Again, two types that I said was good. That's already 4 types from 2 Pokemon. My Vibrava was Ground and Dragon. That's repeated types, but that's alright, because it's a really powerful Pokemon, and that still makes up, because that's 3 Pokemon, still 4 different types. Fire and Fighting, and he's a starter, so that's 6 types with 4 Pokemon. And our last, Steel and Rock. I know I said they weren't the best types, but with this Pokemon, I just make an exception for it, because he's got really high defensive stats, whereas you go up to around Vibrava and Altaria where they have kind of lowish defensive stats. So you have to play around that as well. You need to really think about stats is the main thing. See, here we have Altaria. I probably use him mainly, well, actually, I probably use Altaria mainly for his types, because Dragon just comes in so handy against him, because he's weak to, like, water and stuff like that. And Flying comes in handy when we're versing a Grass type, a Bug type, a Fighting type, something like that. So he's not really in it for the stats, and he's a cool Pokemon, let's just admit, we all like Altaria. Hey guys, sorry I got interrupted before, but anyway, so Whiscash, as you can see, again, his stats, his main stats to me, are probably his physical attack, his 63. That's probably his main stats. They're nothing too good, but anyway, Whiscash's main for me is his type, which is Water and Ground, which is absolutely amazing in my opinion. A Water and Ground Pokemon just comes in so handy, and his movesets. He starts at level 29, and he's already got these moves. So, even though I haven't said much about Altaria and Whiscash's stats, they're still really good Pokemon to have. Now, Vibrava, his stats haven't quite come into play. His speed is real good, that's the main thing about him, but he's still got another evolution at level 45, so I've kind of got to wait. So, yeah, I can't say much about Vibrava at the moment. Blaziken, he's a starter Pokemon. He is absolutely amazing. He has just real high special and physical attack. He has an amazing moveset. He's my favorite starter overall. And Lyron, his defense stats are they're up the chain. They're insane. So anyway, back to this table. So, as you can see, we had, let's start, Altaria, Dragon, and Flying. That's really good types. Those are 2 really good types. There's Dragon. Look at the not very effective. There's just nothing not very effective on Dragon, really. I mean, Dragon's not very effective by heaps of stuff. Dragon's just a really tough set, and in Fighting is just a real good, physical. It's good attacking. So Dragon's kind of the defensive, Flying is an offensive. Sorry about that. And then we have Whiscash, which is Water and Ground. So Whiscash, water, we all kind of know about water. Really good move base. Ground, same as water, kind of has, not a lot of not very effects and quite a bit of like attacks. And then we have Vibrava, which is basically the same as Altaria when it's into its final evolution, but it's just such a powerful Pokemon. It's got so good stats in its final evolution. We have Blaziken, which is Fire and Fighting, which is absolutely amazing. Fire, Fighting, it wrecks. That's all I can say. And then who do we have? And we have Steel and Rock, which is, to be honest, not the best move type, but it's nothing affects it except for like water, grass, and fire, and fire doesn't even really overly effective. Just basically ground, water, grass. It's the only thing that can just wipe him out. But other than that, he's sweet, and he's got really high defensive stats, so he's really good. So you need to make a real balanced Pokemon team. You need to take time in structuring it. You don't start the game unless you've never played the game before. You need to start the game with a lot of thought, and you really need to plan out your team. Really, if you're gonna when I start a new game, I go on the net. I look at the Pokédex, all the stats. You look at stats of Pokemon, and you find yourself a balanced team. Since I'm doing a Let's Play for Pokemon Emerald, I'm gonna need a real balanced team. I don't want to die a lot, or else my viewers aren't gonna be interested. So you need to really focus your team, balance them. You need to really you kind of know what I mean here. So basically, just go on the, if you have to, go on the internet, type in Pokédex types, all that kind of stuff. You'll find some stuff. Make a balanced team. If you're playing the Kanto region, Kanto and oh, one more thing to make a really good team. You need to research the gyms. You need to find out what types they are. You can't just go into a game and, oh yeah, I'm gonna wipe. Gyms are one of the hardest parts about Pokemon. The trainers, if you got not very effective on them, then you're still sweet, because you're only trainers with gym leaders. You're not gonna win if you're not very effective. You're gonna need heaps of time, and it'll be boring. So you just really you need to have a little thought. You got a lot of thinking to do on this. So really, that kind of kicks out my video. I will do more, start doing, this is my first kind of video like this, and I'm sorry it might be a bit confusing to understand, but I'll try to do as much videos as I can of this, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, or subscribe, and yeah, so thanks for watching. See ya.